All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about a pretty massive update to a tool that I'm sure many of you are already using day in and day out. OpenAI just pushed a huge upgrade for Codex, their AI coding tool. And honestly, it's probably going to completely change how you use AI in your daily workflow. So let me just ask you this, and be honest. As a developer, how many times a day do you just totally break your flow? You're deep in your editor, you hit a snag, and bam, you're alt-tabbing over to a browser, pasting code into some web UI just to get a little help from an AI. It's a constant context switch, right? And it is a total productivity killer. Well, you can pretty much say goodbye to all of that frustration. Because the big news, the headline here, is that OpenAI has finally brought Codex out of the browser and straight into your local terminal and editor. So let's break down what it really means for this incredibly powerful tool to be untethered from the web. Yeah, Codex breaks free is the perfect way to put it. We're really talking about unchaining this thing from the browser. And trust me, this isn't just some small feature update. It's a fundamental shift in how the tool works, and it's pushing it towards something way more powerful. And to really get why this is such a game changer, we have to talk about this idea of agentic coding. This isn't just about an AI that answers a single question. No. This is about an AI that acts like a partner, like a semi-autonomous agent that can take on complex, multi-step jobs for you. And this update, it pushes Codex firmly into that agentic territory. So what exactly are the key changes here? Well, first and foremost, Codex now lives right inside your local IDE and your terminal. But here's the real magic. It's how it all connects. It syncs up through your existing ChatGPT Plus or Pro account. You know what that means? The absolute headache of setting up, managing, and securing API keys is just gone. It's designed to just work, right out of the box. Okay, so that's what's new under the hood. But how does this actually change your day-to-day grind? Let's take a look at what a typical developer workflow is going to look like now. The difference is just night and day. I mean, look at this. The old way was this clunky, annoying cycle. Go to the website, mess with API keys, and just constantly copy-paste code back and forth. The new workflow is, well, it's a dream. You get direct access right where you work, a simple login, and a totally seamless sync with your environment. We're moving from a disjointed manual process to something that's actually integrated and fluid. And the main gateway for all this is a brand new extension for VS Code. This is huge because it brings all that Codex power natively into the editor, where literally millions of developers live every day. And that includes popular forks like Cursor, which is awesome to see. This isn't just about making things easier, it's about giving the AI context. It can now operate with a much deeper understanding of your actual project, right where you're building it. All right, now this is where things start to feel like the future. This update isn't just about working locally, it's about creating this brilliant, smart bridge between your machine and the massive power of the cloud. Let's dig into what OpenAI is calling the seamless cloud handoff. Okay, so picture this. You start a task on your laptop, but then you hit a part that's gonna take a while. Maybe it's some heavy computation or a long process. Instead of just sitting there and waiting, you can delegate it. Just hand it off to Codex. The AI then takes that job up to the cloud and works on it in the background, asynchronously. This is the key part, because it means you aren't blocked. You can just keep on coding without any interruption, while Codex does the heavy lifting for you. And the glue that holds all of this together is your ChatGPT account. OpenAI really stresses this point, saying it lets you, quote, work seamlessly without losing state. Now, for any developer, that phrase, without losing state, is everything. It means the AI remembers the context, it knows your variables, it knows the goal of your task, whether it's running on your machine or in the cloud. That's what makes this handoff truly seamless. So let's zoom out for a minute. What does this all mean for the bigger picture? This update is way more than just a cool new feature. It's basically a giant signpost pointing to where this entire industry is heading. And OpenAI, as big as they are, they're not the only ones making this push. Their main competitor, Claude, is also reportedly testing a really similar integration for web and terminal called Claude Code. You see the pattern here, right? The goal across the entire industry is to stop treating AI as this separate website you have to visit. The future is about deeply integrating these powerful AI agents directly into the tools we use every single day. And that really brings us to the final big question. As these tools evolve from being search engines into being true active partners, Are we heading into a new era of what some people are calling vibe coding? A future where software development feels more like a collaborative conversation with an AI. It's a pretty wild thought, and this latest update from Codex is without a doubt a huge step in that direction.